All right, so for number 7, I have to begin with an apology. On the review that I gave you, there was a typo. There should have been a plus sign between log base 2 of x and log base 2 of 7. So the question as amended is now to solve for x, where log base 2 of x minus 5 halves plus log base 2 of 2x equals log base 2 of x plus log base 2 of 7. All right, so what we want to have happen here is we want to have log base 2 of something on this side equals log base 2 of something on this side, so that we can use the one-to-one property of logarithms to just get rid of the logs and we'll be down to just a generic algebra problem. So what we need to do first is condense these into one logarithm on either side of the equal sign. So over here, since we're adding, well, in both cases, since we're adding, we're going to use the product property, which says that we can condense these into one log base 2, if we multiply these two together. So of 2x times x minus 5 halves is equal to, on this side, log base 2 of x times 7, so 7x. And now what we have is log base 2 of all of this equals log base 2 of 7x. And so we can just get rid of the log base 2. We're left with 2x times x minus 5 halves is equal to 7x. And now from this point, it's just an algebra problem. We can distribute this 2x. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 5 halves is 5x. Now let's get this 7x over here on the same side. So we'll subtract 7x from both sides. We get 2x squared minus 12x is equal to 0. Now we can factor out an x. There's an x in both of these terms. So we factor out an x. We get x times 2. Actually, let's factor out a 2x, because there's a 2 in common to both those terms as well. Factor out 2x, we're left with x minus 6. And now the zero product property says that if we're multiplying two numbers together and getting 0, then one of the numbers has to be 0. So either 2x is 0, in which case x is 0, or x minus 6 is 0, in which case x is 6. Now, with these, especially with the logarithms, we want to make sure that we plug these back in and see if they work. If we plug in 0, notice that both this log and this log will be taking the log of 0, which we cannot do. Can't take the log of 0, you can't take the log of a negative number. So we're going to reject this solution. If we plug in 6, we get 6 minus 5 halves. That's going to be a positive number, so we're okay there. 2 times 6 is 12, we're okay there. Log base 2 of 6, that's fine. And log base 2 of 7, we're fine out there as well. So our answer is going to be x equals 6.